Good evening. So great to be here. Thank you so much for coming out and being a part of the evening. It means the world to us. It really does. I'm just going to jump straight into the deep end with you guys. I feel like let's just get there. Let's just go straight to truth time. I own one sex toy. It's a fleshlight. She asked. You guys have heard of the fleshlight? Yes, of course. I have the mouth. On the website, it's called the Classic Pink Mouth. Now you might be thinking, see, this is why, you might be saying to one another, this is why I hate stand-up comedy. This is gross, you know, I don't like this. But I'm gonna tell you, it's not gross, what I'm talking about. Because I've only ever used mine for kissing. That's all I've ever used it for. It's sweet if you think about it. I'm practicing for when I'm with someone I care about. Started seeing a therapist recently. I was a little concerned that it would cost too much money. It is expensive, but look at me. The way I see it, I'm a straight, white, Caucasian, American man born to college-educated parents. I think it's completely reasonable that I should have to pay someone to care about my problems, is what I'm saying. It doesn't seem crazy that I should have to pay a lot. I like my therapist. He's an older dude. He's a baby boomer. I don't think I could see a therapist younger than me. I just don't think I could see like a 30-year-old therapist. I tried to impress him the whole time. That's all I would do. I saw Black Flag. What's that? I don't know. What do you like? Try and be cool. Can't do it. No, I like my guy. He's a baby boomer. He's a male therapist in Portland, baby boomer, so you're probably picturing somebody cut from a tie-dye cloth. You're right. He's a Deadhead, I know it. He's a bluegrass musician, and twice in session he has used the phrase, "Not all who wander are lost." I'm talking about my life. And I agree with that statement completely. Not all who wander are lost. I think at this point we can all agree most are just hella blazed on dank nugs. Early on in our time together, my therapist asked me if I had a system of belief or a spiritual practice, and I told him that I do have a spiritual practice. My spiritual practice essentially is two things. It's love myself and others and try and show that in my day-to-day behavior, okay? Secondly, every so often do epic amounts of tryptamine hallucinogens and silent darkness with a sleep mask on. Dangerous amounts of mushrooms, you know? And just push through on the salvia, the fortified salvia smoking mixture, salvia divinorum, so that you're not just, standing there playing the shaman's drum. Instead, you put the shaman's drum over your head. You go through the shaman's drum. You're up in the starry firmament swirling around. You're the ship. Up in the spaceship. In its walls, in that clay, that information fudge. Breathing in the cheesecake, the wheel, the arcing wheel. Snake eating its own tail, right? Globes spinning and just like little crops planted off into the horizon. Cabbages, right? But then there's skulls instead of cabbages. Endless variations on the theme of cabbage, of skull. Skull of ape, skull of man, skull of ox, skull of rabbit, each skull with that little golden edge on the back, that little golden light from the sun is rising. Just you can't ever see over the horizon, it's just rising. Cracking egg, cracking sun, the serpent emerging, right? The silent scream. The dead can't die, they're already dead. The living, they can't die because death is always in the future. I am the butter, you are the butter. Between us is the elf butter. Elf butter in all directions, forever. The cool thing is my therapist knew exactly what I was talking about. Jerry can relate. If I was seeing a therapist named Braden, I don't think he would have understood what I was talking about. Just saying. Okay, you guys have been fantastic. It's such a pleasure. Have a great night.